Upside DIY. I kind of walked here. I found a nice cart, umbrella, cleaning brush. But I just wanted to kind of show you guys this construction site again. You know how things changed from the last video. Basically, is what I'm just trying to you know, see. You know, just have on my channel, I guess. There's a bunch of plumbing pipes right over there. So I thought that they already did some of the plumbing and things, but I guess those are just like the main, just the main pipe, and then they're going to connect the other ones to the main pipe. And you know, they go maybe a story, you know, on, you know, they probably go up to you know, and all around, you know, just that whole pile of gray pipes over there are just gonna weave all through this this site. So you guys know all the other story about how this was a you know, like 3 houses were on this, a trailer park, an RV park for you know, maybe 30 or 40 years. You know, houses tend to get old and things, and you know, with the cost of land and construction, and even, you know, city infrastructure with the zoning and things, they're gonna build a lot of, well, just basically apartments. You know, it's done, you know, wherever you see big apartments or condos and things. They basically had to you know, buy whatever in foreclosed land. You know, they have to work with the city to figure out the zoning permits, and then figure out the best way to you know, basically, you know, people tend to just, you know, flip property and then fix it up and rent it out, and that's pretty much the bottom. So there's like strings, and even, you know, they want to basically put in all the most of the main plumbing. Well, first they demoed, you know, probably like $2 million worth of houses, or maybe 800,000, just depends the condition. But basically, there was one house, there were 3 houses, but you know, one house, you know, this was probably 3 different property deeds that was probably just all auctioned off by the bank and things, or just by the owners. And then yeah, I just wanted to show you guys the framing, the cement framing, whereas they basically, you know, look at the blueprints and, you know, just basically have the total measurements, and then they basically didn't put down all the pipes because of that pile of gray pipes was over there. They basically put the main pipe in one place, you know, cleaned up what they could, and then now they're putting in all the unit pipes. So let's go down the line of this fence. They basically before you know, even with the trailer home, there were individual, you know, probably water lines and you know, just and sewer lines. So that pile over there was just the same amount of piles that they had to disconnect, and most of it was kind of on this side of the sidewalk. There's cuts in the street and things from a water saw. So basically, like the walls right in front of us was to help support the street during the rainy season, and also to have a good guideline. But they're not mortared in Most of it, maybe a thin mortar for some parts, but most of all, it's just to help support this this area of the street from collapsing and things, or corroding and things. So I explained all that in the other construction videos, but right now they're just connecting all the sewer lines and perhaps, you know, gas and water, which is pretty important, before pouring the cement. And after that, they start building the framing. And I just wanted to kind of show you guys the difference from the last thing where it was all cleaned up and stuff. And there's even, you know, the heavy equipment, extra sand, and, you know, just having you know, a few amount of workers with the right equipment. Just want to show you guys kind of the progress that they made. There's like different channels to lay the pipes and things, and then they go, you know, in different directions. Really cool to kind of see right before the cement is poured. So let's just see, like right here is kind of like a driveway, and right here used to just be like a garage. I don't even know whose garage it was, but right here in like the 80s, before the garage, it was just an alley, and we would just play in here, and there was like a beehive and stuff. So yeah, here's one driveway, and then like you'd walk over here, and then you'll see a house right here. You see probably like one house actually with this driveway right here, and then there was like a kind of like a back house situation, and then the rest of the stuff was just, you could kind of like walk through here, and there'll be like some trailer parks or trailer RV homes, and basically get to the other street. And so they tore most of that down. Well, people moved out, they tore it down and stuff. Like all of this front of the wall, it's pretty much kind of like a line that basically you know, just basically is pretty crazy that that something, you know, brand new is going to be put here with tremendous work. I mean, tearing down everything and cleaning it up. You know, just all types of steps within the process. I don't know how interestingly it is for someone not doing this type of work, but it's good. It's fun to. It's not good, but it's interesting. It's pretty interesting. You know, they have some sand with the soil that's already there. It's just really hard work, you know, with the machines that they have and things. Like, they can't really get a machine in there right now, but you know, they'll fill it up with gravel, with sand, lay the pipe, fill it up with a little bit more, put rebar maybe over that or something. We'll just have to see. But right now there's like, you know, I can pretty much, with the rest of this video, I could pretty much walk in the other direction and count what's. So there's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of like right here is the fourth one. So 5, 6, 7. So I guess this is the 7th one, and there's a kind of like a frame, 7, a wood box type 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So yeah, it's pretty much a construction, a commercial, residential, and most commercial buildings are like 2 stories tall. They basically have like a mound of dirt kind of in the middle that just basically absorbs, you know, kind of like sudden jolts and things with the earth and things. But I don't know if they're gonna do that with this one or not. But basically, you got the trenches around it, and even in the trenches, they'll have rebar, a type of girdle type of thing where it'll be reinforced all the way around the mound, and then the cement goes, you know, around it and things like that. You know, if it were just a flat slab, you know, during jolts or shifts, it could just slide. The whole thing could just, you know, if it were just a smooth flat slab, it'll slide. But with some type of girdle and exterior planning, it's more like you know, you know, the weight and the mass won't be centered at one point. It'll actually absorb more of the jolt through the sides than right down the middle and things like that. That's what I'm guessing. I mean, you know, I just learned this from observation and seeing people or construction on buildings, and it's really interesting. You know, there's books about steel framing. They'll probably use some steel, a lot of lumber. But yeah, they got that little generator out here because they started to run, or they ran some power or electricity over there by the office and things. And besides that, it's pretty much you know, having a day's work, knowing the steps. So it's real good. You know, basically, I got up and was just and just noticed something happening here, so I just came here and wanted to get this footage. It's real, and you know, it's the same thing on the other side. Once this is finished, they'll start, you know, doing the same thing to the other half, and perhaps having it all ready. And you know, I'm pretty excited to really and even laying these forms and the lines, you know, and it just has to be, you know, as straight as possible and things like that. Though, and in every stage they'll have an inspector that just, and even while working, there's a construction foreman and things. They check every you know, they check every step of the way, you know, and you know, they'll even have, like, you know, if something's a little off, or I've seen people, you know, do a day or two of you know, certain preparation with blocks and the rebar, and if there's a little gap of rebar that isn't this and that, or you know, it's pretty much, it needs to all get kind of retouched up, practically redone, and then, you know, made better, so that it just happens. It's So yeah, we'll just see it on the next video. You know, probably the rebar and the pipelines and things right before they pour some cement. And I'll talk to you next time. Thanks for watching Upside DIY, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.